What is going on, guys? It is Rexsi here. Now today we are starting our brand new series. This is going to be called the Smite Duel coaching series. I don't know, maybe we'll figure out a better name. But for now, that's what I've decided to name this series. Basically, if you're unfamiliar with it, first episode, we are basically what I'm doing is I'm going into a replay of like your guys' duels and that you struggle with, most likely like lost preferably, no offense, just so I can go over like things that went wrong, little things that you could have done better, or like just little mistakes if you're curious, like what I could go over. Not like anything bad about it, just to, you know, try and help out some people and go over some things. I still need to learn the spectator mode a little better, but today we have Flying Lizard Man, which is the one that caught my eye the most, because to start this series off, I thought I would start off with more of a little bit of a higher tier game. This is a Diamond 2 match, so it's obviously, you know, pretty high up there. We'll, you know, go through all the different divisions. I'll probably put Diamond in the thumbnail of this video. Diamond 2. But basically, we've got like a pretty decent matchup. We got Neith versus Medusa, which is, you know, it's pretty common in terms of matchups that are seen like throughout the game. Okay. Well, I see where we're starting here. So we're gonna open up the items here. I'd like to see the stats and graphs as well. I really need to figure out the hotkeys to switch between this stuff though. So, basically, Medusa is starting off with the typical start. Chalice is obviously the way to go. Neith is going more of a sustain-oriented build. He's going to out-sustain the Medusa, which it kind of makes sense. He's going for more of a late-game sort of thing, or like a, you know, securing the red buff sort of build, because he can out-sustain it with his 2. He went horrific as well. It's smart. To outbox him, basically, this Neith here, since he went Death Toll, he didn't go boots and he got extra mana pots. He's going to out-sustain this Medusa, but this Medusa is going to out-damage him here. So they're just poking each other out, trading. He obviously won that. He took a bit of his mana for that. Neith obviously does not win this matchup, as most of you know, mainly because Neith does not have a steroid, unlike Medusa, and Medusa just has more damage. Okay. Okay, that kind of works out. I normally don't backflip that much for that. So, if I was in this Neith's position, personally, I like to be a little more aggressive. I would have went Bluestone, just because I feel as if Neith wins the early game. So that's more like my personal decision, though. He's being smart here. Basically, what he can do, since he won this engagement, and he won the wave clear battle, he can, like he's doing right there, he can continue to backstep these minions and heal. Okay. Just gonna unclick P for now. So, something that people really need to realize when you're doing a wave against the Medusa, you really have to be aware of how her clear works. Basically, Medusa poked Neith rather than... Okay, let me just quickly go over this really quickly. Medusa went to poke Neith instead of going for the wave, which was odd. You see that right there? So he basically missed these back minions, which means Neith is going to outclear him. So overall, that probably wasn't as worth, but if you're trying to juke it, remember to get, like, relatively close to the minions and step a little bit to the side, because the range is like sort of like this. So always try and get like to the left side of where she's aiming, or another direction of it. So this Neith is doing a good job of out clearing, but he should have backed up a little bit more, since he was already going for hitting these warriors here. He was aggroed by these archers because he had hit the Medusa. So if he literally would have just stepped back a little bit, he wouldn't have taken that extra poke. But I mean, he has sustain, so it's not the biggest deal, but it's just something that's worth noting, especially if you were to go Bluestone and stuff like that, you know? So yeah, he's doing the same thing. Now, fun fact, you can actually stay out of the range and continue to hit it, and you can even hit it even when it's immune like this, like he's doing right there. He's technically still healing and regaining mana. So like I said, he's winning the sustain game, as you can see by the chalices. Yeah, he should have stepped it back there, considering Medusa's doing the exact same clear again and again. Unfortunately, that made him lose a lot of health for that. He's also running relatively low on mana by spamming his backflip, which is another problem I find with the Death Toll build on Neith. I like to go Bluestone just because I don't have to use the backflip to clear. This is really risky. So he used his 1 and he's trying to box him while still taking poke from the minion. And then he backflipped and just gave up the red. That was the first mistake there. So I understand he's sustaining off of this, which is smart, right? And he hits 5 off of this wave. And he's relatively low, but he goes to heal off this, and he's healing. I'm not sure why he went for the 1. I think he was trying to hit him because he saw him moving up, but it's a little delayed, basically. You should really save your 1 until to secure it, and running up and fighting him like this wasn't really the play. You should have been a little less aggressive, because you have less HP, your 1 is down, you only have your backflip, he has Bluestone. With his one, so he's going to pop that off to outbox you. You're going to reduce his attack speed, which is smart, but he's going to dash at you. And you're going to backflip out, which makes sense, but still, you could have completely avoided it. And he got red for that, which sucks. That's why I prefer Bluestone and Neith, though. That's more of a personal preference. Bluestone and Medusa works really well, though, because it pops off of pretty much all of her abilities. Alright. He's clearing here. He's still better in the sustain department, still got 2 chalices. Juked at that time, that was good. This Medusa is wasting a lot of mana. That was a good backflip there. Hits all the minions, insta-clear. If he goes for this blue, blue is definitely the play here. He's got a clear advantage right now. He has to clear the wave. This Medusa is missing a lot of last hits. This Medusa is going to miss 2 archers right there because he decided to do that. Neith is deciding to disengage on the blue, which makes sense. I would fight the Medusa right now is what I would do. Like when he moved up like that. Okay, they're just rotating back to waves. Makes sense, Medusa's just checking, they're both checking. Oh, now, okay, this is bad. You should have, if you were going to commit to something, you really should have just went straight to wave, because now Medusa's going to have the wave clear advantage, and you're getting hit by archers. As well as that, you can heal up a bit, yeah. If he backflips, that's probably not a good decision. Okay, good, because if he backflipped, his backflip would have been down, and the Medusa would have had an advantage. Okay, perfect. So he's going to the blue again. He popped off his chalices there. Okay, Medusa's coming around the... Oh, that was 100% not the play. You know the Medusa has no choice but to come at you. He probably assumed he was coming around this way, but he could see from the minions that he moved up this way. This is bad. This is not a... Oh! He hit the 1, which is nice. He missed the 2, got his shell. That was really worth it, actually. It's really worth it. It was a kind of like a scary scenario that he used his backflip there, because if he missed his 1, although the Medusa ult was down, it was still... Okay, stop him from backing. That was actually a pretty decent play, considering Medusa's ult's already down. Oh, shit, he's actually staying. Basically, Neith, if Medusa would have actually just backed there, like if he stopped, like since he stopped him, if he would have stopped him and then he would have immediately backed, Medusa would have missed a wave and then came back up. And either had to choose between the wave or defending the blue. So, I mean, that was a pretty decent play. But Medusa decided to stay, so Medusa didn't really lose too much off of that, just her buff. The smart decision here would be to... You can either choose. You can go straight to wave or you can secure your own blue. Probably makes more sense to secure your own blue, though. Because those archers are going to move up either way, right? Only if he was holding wave, it probably wouldn't be worth it. Okay, so he's only going to miss a few archers here. Okay. Actually, he missed the whole wave for that. Damn. No big deal. I mean, well, technically only 3 archers because Medusa missed the same amount. Okay. So boxing him is the problem. What I like to do with Neith is basically just pop off my 1 ASAP. Because right now he's not going to be able to outtrade the Medusa. Since as you see from his build, he's got Dev Gaunts, so his goal right now should be to just keep his distance, continue to poke. What I like to do is to continuously try and hit him with my 1, like 1, and then continue to auto, maybe pop off my 2, do some extra damage, just poke him out, considering Medusa doesn't have much sustain right now. And by the time you did that, because you were backed up at your tower, you could have literally just done that. You have blue buff, and then you could have just used it on the wave. Either way, not really wasting anything. Medusa's looking to line up the 2, and he juked it. That was nice. Alright, so basically, that was smart. He has all his archers to defend him as well. He can outbox him here. This is really good for the Neith. It's well played. Oh, he's in a bad spot now. Good juke. I don't think the 2 hit him. Okay. So he's got all that sustain here. He's got his backflip weave right here as well. So we should try and bait him into it. I would use my 2 and not my 1 with the weave right there. There we go. Perfect. Uses 1 on that. Awesome. So he's building up his stacks. I would just play passive like he's doing right now. Just poke him out. Like I said before, until he gets boots online. But Medusa's in a very bad spot here. Very low mana. He has to dash out. He has no choice. If he hits the 1... Oh! Damn. Okay, if I was in this scenario, what my play would have been is you didn't have to be so passive in this engagement. You need to realize how low mana she technically had. All right, let me tell you what I would have done. This is just what I would have done in this scenario. Let me show you real quick. Okay, so he knew that the Medusa was low, had low mana. He was kind of out of position, right? So let's talk about this. So he was a little more worried than he had to be. That backflip was kind of a panic response. So he hits the 1, which is nice, right? He hits the 1. Fortunately misses that auto. But what he could have done here is the second Medusa went to ult, his dash was down, right? So basically, since he was ulting, what this Neith should have done, because look at how low she is she could have ulted, and while she was ulting, turned the other direction so that the stone doesn't hit her. And then the second it wore off, just turned around, and then hit him with the charged ult, used the 2 in auto, and that should have been enough. But unfortunately, she went for the backflip. I mean, it makes sense. She was trying to be a little passive, but probably pretty easily could have gotten the kill there. Just a little mishap. Stop there from backing, that makes sense. Taking a lot of archer poke, but Medusa can't stay. She might stay though. Yep. Okay. So I wouldn't have used my 1. I would have continued to sustain there, and then ulted and went for the 1. That's what I would have done. He's waiting for his 1 to be up. Oh, just use this 2. That's fine. All right. He's gonna stop his back, I'm assuming. But okay, we're good. So he gets red for free. That's good. He's snowballing ahead of the Medusa pretty well. Let me see the XP. So Neith's gonna have like what, a 400-ish XP difference. Or it's not going to go up at all? Oh, there it is. Okay, 437. He's going to have an advantage on the wave. He needs the back right now. This is not a fight he needs to take. Okay. Okay, this is a bad decision. Very bad decision. Please, just back. Basically, Neith can back and just get a full tier boots. Please, just back. Just fucking back. Neith can back, get a full tier boots. He got his shell, which is nice, and he hasn't used his horrific yet, so it's good that he got it now. And he shouldn't be even late to this wave, which is nice. Maybe miss a creep. Not even. Not even going to miss a creep in XP. Oh, he just missed 1. That's fine. Nice. He got pretty much all the stacks. Majority is blue spawned. There's no way he's getting it either way. It was more worth it than anything. Okay. In terms of build, this Neith, in my opinion, it's 100% better to rush a defense item next. I would go into Mian. And then into my pen, I think he's going into an Executioner. That would make sense. Fire Giant is 100% not the play right now. There's only a 200 gold difference-ish, maybe. This Medusa does not seem to know. I mean, I guess it caught her off guard, but I would not have went for it at this. That was way too risky in my opinion. Because the Medusa, I mean, I guess just assumed he was at his blue, or just didn't know. But I mean, you're not being aggressive enough either way. Like, I mean, you've had the Medusa under tower twice, but you still can't really outbox or anything. It's more of a poking thing. And now your blue is in jeopardy. Because you don't have all that much pressure. Like, you got a bit. Like, you're obviously ahead by a little bit. But I don't think it's like, even if you have that, like, little lead, it's not enough that I don't think FG was really worth the play, in my opinion. Because you're not really going to pressure at the tower anytime soon. You don't have enough damage either way, even by the time she gets back. It's my personal opinion. I think he should have secured his blue. Oh, backflip. Perfect. Wasn't the best ult by Medusa, but yeah, you should never go for your ult like that if you know that the Neith backflip is up or something. So he's boxing him in archers, which was smart. He outpoked him there. The Medusa, that was good. Neith's got way more stacks, though, which is awesome. He really should not be poking tower. He should 100% just be trying to fight the Medusa consistently. What? Why? I'm not sure why he backflipped there. He's really persistent in getting this tower. I don't think the tower is as important as you think right now. If you were to kill him, you could have secured that. He would have missed well over a wave to the Phoenix. You could have gotten your blue backed. It would have put you in way more of a lead than just getting the tower. Because you don't have all that much damage now. He can continue to just poke you out. See, you're going so hard for the tower right now. See, you should fight him like this, yes, but you're not going to be able to outbox him. Oh, with your horrific you might be able to. The tower's up. Okay, perfect. Okay, he's fighting in a whole minion wave. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. He should continue to sustain. He's doing really well so far. I mean, he's being a little over-aggressive, more aggressive than he needs to be, but it's still, you know, it's working out for him, which is nice. It's awesome. He's pressuring his early game. That's what Neith has, really. I'm just kind of skeptical about the whole boxing situation, especially the fact that Medusa has a second-tier silver breastplate. Kind of scares me, because he's got more defense. Okay. Medusa went sprint second, okay. The reason why I really wanted him to go for the blue instead of FG is in terms of farming experience, Medusa's slowly going to get, caught up. Because as you can see, her blue buff is about to spawn again, right? Her blue buff is literally about to spawn again, and Neith has only gotten, she got FG in a tower, but now he's gotten 1 blue buff for the 2, basically. So basically, it's like Medusa pretty much got a red in terms of XP. So, like, that's why Medusa is only 700 XP behind, if, or 700 gold behind. Let's see how we're doing on XP here. He's got a good XP lead, though. Almost 1,000. He'd be a little bit more ahead. He'd be like 1.1k, if, which can be very important. You never know. If he would have went for his blue, he still hasn't gotten his blue though. I think people really need to realize how important it is to get a to rotate on your blue. Oh, we did get it. My bad. I didn't even notice that. What is Medusa doing right now? Or Neith? Okay. If I was in this scenario, basically what I do is I would not continue to fight like this. There's a good chance that Neith has pretty much exactly enough gold for a second tier breastplate. He's in a very bad spot right now. You really should not be fighting whatsoever. Okay. I really don't know what he's doing. Okay. Neith. Okay. Let's look this over. So if I was in your scenario, like, you can't, like, okay, the reason why I wanted him to rush in the meme before Executioner is because he's going to be auto-him. Yeah, he has percentage pen. He only has, like, what, 20 protections. He's got 80 physical protections, and he's reflecting 25% of all basic damage, which is majority of the damage that he's going to be doing because of his Executioner. So, he can't really box him, first of all, without a steroid. That's why Neith struggles. If I was him, I would have backed and at least finished second tier breastplate and then went for the fight. Finished second tier breastplate and then fought at FG. That would have been play instead of poking at the Phoenix like this. So he backs off. Like, Neith's in a good position. This right now is where I would have backed. I would have backed. There's literally nothing for him to gain into this. What he's doing is he just lost a bit of health. Even more. Like, he lost like maybe like a fourth of his health there. And he can't outbox the Medusa with the Nemean. So he's just poking him out, like I said. Because he can outbox him with his steroid. And he jukes the 2, which is nice, but he's still trying to fight him at half health, which doesn't make much sense with the Nemean. He missed the 1. Right now I'd backflip. Like, I'd backflip. Because you know, like, I'm pretty sure that, wait, is the Medusa ult down? No, Medusa ult is up. So he's waiting, like, that's why he's saving his backflip, I guess. That makes sense. But shit. That is rough. Man, this man's taunting. We got some taunters. Yeah, in all honesty, I mean, it makes sense that he panicked and, you know, popped his thorns and couldn't really fight him there. Saved his backflip. Makes sense, but I would have just backed in that scenario. Now it's pretty much completely even. Like I said, because of the blue buffs, and now the tower, Medusa's actually going to be ahead. Even though this Neith's been pressuring the early game so well. It sucks. Damn. That's really unfortunate for the Neith. Just one little slip like that. That's Duel for you, though. He's got some defense online, but he still can't fight the Medusa very well right now. He has to. I would focus on poking. I get like maybe 1 or 2 autos in, go for a 1, so that you have some percentage pen on him. Use my 2 to slow you to hack speed, and then maybe go for it. Your horrific is up. The fact that Medusa didn't actually go Thorns here, like, puts this Neith in actually a much better position. Like, Thorns is so much more useful than anything else in a ADC mirror, in my opinion. Thorns Nemean is just so strong. It's ridiculously strong. I don't think Sprint was really worth it. You couldn't juke that out, but he uses 2, so it's fine. Nice 1. Pressure must gets red. It's good. So it's pretty much even right now. I think Neith's still a little bit ahead in XP here. Nope, pretty much even. God damn, completely even. That's nuts. Makes sense though. He's only a tiny bit ahead right now. Nothing noticeable, like, at all. Like, their builds, like, they have the exact same amount of gold. Now their builds are completely identical right now, other than the bluestone. Okay. Medusa doesn't even have the tower, which is the crazy thing, because he gets a lot of gold off that in XP. Fresh out the wave. This Medusa took only 1 tower shot for that. Good autos by the Neith. He has red buff, so he should really. I would fight a little more right here. Annoying thing about playing against Medusa is obviously passive and very annoying. He has more sustain than Medusa though, so I'd go for a few more autos and then you know, use my 2 on the wave. See, he just sustained it back up. Good poke. Like I said, okay. Going for his blue is the play here. I would go for his blue and then go straight to my blue. That's what I would do. Get myself a bit more of a lead. He's trying to box him. Good heal. Pressure him out. I really hope he doesn't poke the Phoenix here. 100% should go for his blue. And then we're going to go for... He's warding, which is also nice. I don't ward as much as I should. Only in like very tense games where I need it. I feel as if I need it. Oh. The Medusa didn't actually see him, so he could have just shot that in a straight line. He'd been fine. I would use my 2 a little more reluctantly against the Medusa, because it actually reduces attack speed. He should have... Okay, alright, let's go over this. Alright. Let's go over this engagement here really quickly. Suppression him out, which is good. He has a level ahead. He's a level ahead. No, not anymore. He's a good bit of gold ahead, though, from getting that blue. So, he goes to fight him. First mistake, Medusa doesn't actually see him. So he could have just shot it. Like, if they don't see you, the goal is, like, to shoot it in the direction they're going if they have no vision on you, right? Medusa figure out he's there. At this point right now, when I'm boxing him, I'd go for my 2. I would immediately auto-attack cancel into my 2. Right here. So that he can't box me as well, because it reduces attack speed. Okay, and he uses 2 in the wave, and that would make it really easy for me to box. Unfortunately, Medusa's out trading me, dashes into it. Right when he was about to dash, that was when I would pop my thorns, because he used his dash and he's put in an awkward spot where he'd be forced to ult or something, and you could backflip. So he used his shell as horrific, he should be able to outbox him. Still very delayed on the 2. If he was going to use the 2, he should have used it on the wave at that point for the heal. He's still very late on the thorns. Medusa played that well because he knows that if the Neith backflips, he's screwed. He has to go into the Phoenix, unless the Neith turned around very quickly and used her backflip. So Medusa just goes for the ult. And Neith went for it as well, but, you know, Medusa is also CC immune, and he was in that direction. Ult was not nearly enough. That sucks. Unfortunate for the Neith. Good plays by both of them, just bad positioning is most of the problem here. Alright, so Medusa's just going to go take this tower, checking red. I'd go take the blue if I were her. Alright. She cleared that wave. She could have just done her blue for free, technically. I mean, I guess Medusa thought that Neith would have went straight for FG or something, but Neith would have missed the wave. And also, you know, Medusa's already so far ahead. He can just go pretty much fight him anywhere now. He's in a really good spot. Although I'm not entirely certain why Medusa's going into... Is that a beat stick, maybe? Kind of makes sense. But in a matchup like this, I think boxing is more of anything, considering the Medusa's outboxing the Neith so hard right now. Like, she always is, because that's how her character is. She's just a better ADC than Neith. That's just a fact. I would have went for a Kins if I was her. Straight into a Kins, and then you could finish the build with, like, say, maybe if you really wanted to beat stick, but it would make his damage just do so much more for the moment. Maybe in a Frostbound if he needed it. Toxic. Actually, I would have went a Toxic. If he's really that concerned about lifesteal, instead of a beat stick, if that's what he's going, I would have went straight into a Toxic. Last item, if anything, though. Because it feels as if Kins would be way more important. Okay. Just defending red. The problem about lining up like that with Medusa is she can get a free 2 off. Good poke by Neith. Okay. This Neith's building well so far. Other than, I think she should have built defense right after her stacking at him on her boots. Okay. Medusa just missed her 2 in the wave. Or is it her 3? No, 3's her dash, isn't it? Yeah. Neith's backing to get second tier Kins. Makes sense. Oh, full tier Kins. I didn't expect him to go for that. That's really good. Right now, he's in a very good spot. Right now, he can technically pretty much outbox the Medusa. I say outbox, but I really mean just outdamage her in autos. And I'm not entirely certain how close he is to... Okay, one more wave and he hits 18. So he should be able to fight him here since they're both level 18. And Medusa really isn't technically ahead much. I mean, considering he's only got a beat stick and not even a Kins over him. He's got some attacks. Neith is holding wave, which makes sense. It's a little scummy. I mean, some people do it, though. If you're really trying to win, that's how you win. Oh, shit. He wasted his 2. He backflipped out. Oh. Oh, that was well played. Oh, he should have been a little more aggressive there with his thorns up. Okay, he's got a bit of, I would back right here. This is where I just back. Because you could get back to base, and then you could come up to wave in time, and he would not be able to get the Phoenix right there. And he went, because he went around like that, and now he's going to get poked out by him. Medusa's focusing the wave, so he can't get the Phoenix or anything. So that's fine. Okay, I would back 100% if I was Neith here. So you kind of in a disadvantage here. Okay. Oh, good for Neith. Good for Neith. Oh. Okay, let me replay that really quickly. Okay. So with it back there, we got up to here. So this is really good for Neith here. Because Medusa dashes in but misses the dash. Okay, I'm not sure if her one's not up for a little bit. She can outbox her here basically. Neith, as long as she hits her autos. Because remember, like I said with the Kins. So Medusa's autos are doing a little more with her one, but her one's going to wear off very soon. She could have continued to fight her a little bit if she would have hit the autos, but unfortunately she just missed them. Her one's coming up soon. If I was her, I would have immediately used my 2. When was the 2 up? Let's look here. Okay. I don't think this Neith is really using her 2 effectively enough with the, you know, with the attack speed debuff, because that's like a very important thing with Neith in terms of, especially if you're going auto attack based and you're auto attack based fighting someone. Her 2 might have still been down in the fight. It's very possible. 4, 3, 2. Okay, yeah, her 2 is going to be up in time basically in this fight. I would have waited for my 2 to have been up, auto attack canceled, and then used my 2 instead of backflipping. It would have healed me just a little bit, and then it could have autoed and backflipped, and it would have insta-killed her. That would have been enough. Maybe even 2, and then... Yeah, see? Medusa panicked, because... Well, not only was her ult up, she could have even ulted her there. That would have made sense. She could have just ulted her. She had quite a few options there. I would have just ulted 2 and then backflipped, and she would have instantly died. Pretty much. I think the Neith, the main thing he needs... Oh, shit! Whoa! Okay, I was not expecting that. The main thing the Neith needs to focus on, personally, I think, is using the 2 a little more effectively, because Neith just has such a disadvantage in boxing and stuff like that. He's playing really well, though, considering he can't, you know, considering the situation he's in without being able to box him and stuff. He's playing pretty well. He's playing defensively and aggressively, but a little too aggressive the early game. He's playing good now, though. Okay. So Medusa's going to gank him. What happens here? Okay, so he dashes into him. Is the Medusa ult up? Medusa ult is down. He just dashed into him knowing that the... Needs ult. Is that being a shell? Okay. He uses 2, I guess. Okay. I really don't know what the plan of the Medusa was there, to be honest. You should be able to get Phoenix here, too. Medusa 100% should have backed. Like, she's still, like, Medusa definitely had enough gold to finish her Kins there as well. Meaning she could have outboxed Neith like it was nothing in the next engagement. Good job on Neith, though. Got the Phoenix. Awesome. She probably could have taken that blue, but I think she's doing the smart thing and going to get the red here. Okay, big mistake by Neith, though. Titan's Bane and Executioner do not work well together. Go look up some things that explain that. The both percentage pen, I think it's either the Titan's Bane or the Executioner applies before the other one. So basically, you're getting percentage pen based off the percentage of defense that was already decreased. So you're getting technically less damage than you were if you were to get pretty much any other item. If you would have went, I'd say I would have went a Toxic Blade personally, maybe even like a Frostbound to slow him down a little bit. Anything like that. Double defense. I think anything. There are so many other items. Maybe even an Azzy. Or no, he went Beat Stick. But Toxic Blade, if anything, is probably what I would have went. But yeah, Titan's Bane. No, never go double pen, guys. Never. It's never the play. Never the play. Oops. I think it's actually really smart that the Neith went straight into a like she just started off with Dev Gaunts. Mainly because, you know, Neith can continue to poke out the Medusa. If the Medusa was of gone Ichable, he can continue to just poke out the Medusa with no problem. That was a good auto by Medusa, she stole that. So Medusa's backing to finish Kins, that's what it looks like. I'm surprised he didn't have enough to finish Kins. I'm very surprised. Did he upgrade his shell or something? Did he really not have enough gold to finish his Kins? like, after that last engagement. I just expected him to have enough gold. That was a long fight. Okay, he's got it finished now. Good use of the 2 there. Using it before an engagement is what I do as well. That's a good thing. So the Neith is doing very well right now. Playing very well. Just pressured it out. Using her backflip. Using everything appropriately at this point. She's done very well. Okay. Continue to poke out. I wouldn't have used my 1 there. Considering Medusa has to push up. You could have just pressured her there. I wouldn't fight her too much here. I'd just more focus the Titan than anything because Medusa's just focusing so hard on poking you. Okay, and this is where I'd turn and like get ready to fight her. I'd backflip again if I was her right now just to get my weave down. Bait her out. That's a good idea. And then go to fight her right here. Medusa should not be out right now. Perfect. That was really well. That was done really well. I wouldn't have used the 1 so quickly though. I would have used the good 2. I would have just tried to box her a little bit first. Use my 2 on her, try to box her. Oh, she's gonna dash on her. Medusa. Oh, never mind. Okay. Neith needs to be a little careful here. Okay. Backflip is down. Good thorns. Good thorns. See, he can't box him right now. Oh, wow. He should not disengage. He should not have disengaged. He locked him down. His dash was down. He could have ulted. Medusa's ult was still down, wasn't it? It's still down, yeah. Basically, right here, he probably might have been able to kill him. I can understand. He's being a little defensive. He got his Titan poked down and stuff like that. It makes sense that he'd do that. But still, there's a good chance he could have killed him here. You baited him out. You got a good poke, like I said. He healed up. Okay. But right here, he unfortunately got hit by the 2. He wasn't ready enough for it. Medusa's trying to focus him. He backflips out, which is smart. Baits him into the dash, since he used his 1. Applies his thorns, which is... He should have applied it a little earlier, though, before the horrific. He's autoing him, right? And he's panicking a little bit because he's got sprint, but he's got him so low. He could have... Okay, his 2 is up, like I thought. He could have auto-2'd, and you would have healed quite a bit, and then his auto-attack speed would have been slowed. You probably could have killed him right there. It was a good chance. Unfortunate, but... He's being a little more... He was being a little passive. Okay. Okay, this is... Oh. Ooh. That was a decision and a half. I'm not sure why he was so aggressive and then... Or so defensive about this and then went straight to FG. Shit. Fuck, I guess he was running out of options and stuff, but... If I was Medusa, yeah, I cleared the fire wave. I'm obviously just gonna go check FG. He doesn't have enough health or the damage. Like, he barely even got this in time. Very barely. Like, if Medusa would have ulted, he probably could have stole that FG too, and that would have been hell. Like, Medusa should have ulted a little earlier, considering how low the Neith was. But that really sucks for Neith. Should have just straight up back there. 100%. It was, I mean, it makes sense, but it was a very risky move. Very risky move. Shit. I mean, he's got FG, but it's not going to last very long. He's only going to be up for a little bit while it's up, and now Medusa has red. He's going to be able to outbox him. What's the builds looking like? Hasn't changed. So Neith is trying very, very hard for that Phoenix. Oh, shit. Let's look over this more time. So Neith is very cock-hungry for objectives here, I've noticed. People really shouldn't be so aggressive towards objectives. If you have no other choice and you're about to die, like the Neith did, it makes sense. But still, to avoid fighting, just to go straight for it, like, that makes sense. That makes sense that the Neith kind of went for that. But it was still a bit of a ballsy play, because now there's a good chance Medusa's gonna just get his Phoenix here, because Neith's... Oh yeah, he's definitely 100% got the Phoenix. He's got a wave on the way, and he can clear this fire minion wave pretty easily. Yep, he can poke it out. He doesn't even need minions, pretty much. God damn. Yep, he can just back. So now they both had their Phoenixes down. See, this could have been avoided by... Oh, shit. Is Neith going for backdoor? What is he doing? He knows he's there. Medusa has a ward right there, so he knows exactly where Neith is. This could have been avoided if Neith just would have backed in general. And then try to fight him. Because he probably could have won the fight. Or at least made him back off and then took his Phoenix and then backed again. Got ready for the next fight. I don't know what... Neith should really just be clearing waves and pushing up with her fire minions, if anything, because whoever has... Especially Neith. Like, Neith needs to use her abilities, like her CC, to clear the wave, because fire minions are a bitch to clear. Medusa used to, like, use her too, which doesn't have any CC, it's just a bit of damage. So... Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense that Medusa went Beat Stick, though. Overall, Toxic is technically better, but Beat Stick is a little more easier to apply on some ability, like somewhat ability-based gods, like say Uller or Medusa, or even Neith. Like they're just like popping off your 2, hitting them with your 1. It's a lot easier for Medusa though, because I'm pretty sure procs off of her 1, 2, 3, and ult. And it's a lot easier to hit that sort of stuff. So he's being very aggressive here. He dashed in towards that. I think he's got upgraded sprint, so that gives him Fatalis. Neith is in a very bad spot here. But Medusa's taking a little too long, because now Neith's abilities are back up. If Neith hits them, Medusa's in a very bad spot, especially because Neith has her ult up. Oof, this is very... Oh, shit. Oh, that's a big heal, though. Lined up behind the minions wasn't too good. Medusa, like, Neith has no anti-heal, so Medusa's just going to heal up very easily. Oh shit, his Phoenix is up too. See, I'd have been a little more aggressive there and try to make him back, or at least something. Fuck. Alright. Oh. Shit. Alright, let's look at this again. I want to see this from the Neith's perspective with her abilities and stuff. So I would have, like, since I'm healed so much, and I know Medusa's 2 is down and stuff like that, I would have tried to fight her right here a little bit. My 1 was just coming up, I could have tried to at least poke the Phoenix out a bit. Especially considering I have Titan's Bane and Eggsy. So he misses the 1. I don't think he should be using the 1 so, like, easily. He should be trying to poke him from a distance. Use his 2 a little more often on Medusa. He's gotta be careful here. Okay, let's see what happens. So Neith is pushing up. She doesn't have very many abilities. I would wait a little bit till the fire minions come out. Good poke, though. I would have backed off right there. I got a bit of poke. I would have probably not went for the 2. Okay. I would have backed off immediately. Okay. So Medusa dashes in. I would have backflip right here. Medusa ult is still 100% down. I would have backflip, apply the slow, and then ult and then 1. That's what he could have done here. Instead, he waited for his 1 to be up and go for that. Which put him in a very bad spot. Shit, that sucks. He should have been a little less aggressive. He still had fire minions on him and everything. That sucks. Damn. Well, I think that's game. That's probably game. Maybe someone for red, okay. Alright, I guess he had time to do whatever he wanted. Anyways, that is that. That is the first game. I hope I helped a little bit. If you listened to any of the advice, I know it was a little... It's still the first episode. I'm still trying to get into it and go over little things and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the series. Things I could have improved on in terms of commentary. Things I could have talked about a little more. Things you want me to talk about a little more. Like, anything I talked about too much. You know, just any of your thoughts on this series so far. Like, because, you know, I want to improve the series as it goes along. This is just the first episode just to see how we like it, how it goes along. If you guys want me to review your game, in the comments, you need to post the replay ID of the game that you want me to review. Tell me the matchup and tell me your rank. Tell me if you won or lost. Basically, that's just... I'm going to put that in the comment section or something. Telling you what you have to do. And I'll find one that I like. I'll review it. Anyways, let me know what you think, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Anyways, I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.